like king queen. So it looks like maybe maybe a c bet would have worked there. I don't know. 6, 7, 8. So 3 of 3. What do we do? Well, I'll tell you what we don't do. Okay, we don't just fold our way to third place. We're not just waiting around, folding and folding, hoping that these other two stacks get into a big confrontation. We still have to start applying pressure. And really, where do we want to apply the pressure? Anybody. We'll apply pressure to anybody at this point. Wow, what a crazy hand this is. So we actually hit top pair on about the wettest board we could imagine. There's so many hands here where Papa Smurf hit and we're ahead. So we'll go ahead and make a little 2.5 times the big blind. 2.5 times his bet check raise, and hope that I guess we hope that he has like an ace 10, and is going to go for it. We're not folding here. Top pair is too strong. And if he has us beat, whatever, he has us beat. So now what do we do? Now, here's another takeaway. Okay? Don't attack a drowning stack. It's true because it rhymes. It has to be true, guys, right? Sorry for the bad interaction so far, boys. Critical juncture here. Yeah, so what stack do we attack? Well, we're attacking LV Cabbie is what we're doing. Wow, what a dream flop for 10-8. The plan was to outplay him. Now we actually hit the dream flop, so we'll kind of slow play it a little bit and maybe he has a hand like a like a king jack where he can. How much can we get from him? Yeah. What did he have, guys? What did he have? He did. He had a king 8. Is he folding to us? I don't know. Maybe. Let's go ahead and make it 3 times the big blind here. If he shoves, we love it. We love it so much we're just going to snap call any. So the pressure now that we want to put on, we want to put it on LV Cabbie. We're going to be raising every single one of his big blinds. We're never going to let him. Do we make the call? Pretty tempting. Pretty tempting. Papa Smurf has already shown that he's willing to put it in with. Yeah, let's. That's about as bad as it gets. When we're thinking about the worst case scenario, it's going to look something like that. King 8 versus Queen 8. Ugh. But whatever. We were getting almost 2-1. There's so many hands there where I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay, I don't want to talk about it anymore. We are looking just fine here. 2,700. So what do we do here? He's making it more than 3 times the big blind from the small blind. We can just give it up. Everybody's pretty close now. We've got pocket 4s. I don't think that we're ever folding here, so we'll go ahead and make it 3,600. If he shoves, we are taking it with him. So we fire out again, 3,600. And he just calls. Now what? Let's go ahead and check. We hate it. We hate our hand. We hate our hand. We feel like he's floating. We feel like he's making a move on us, and we fold. You know, because we've got a pair of fours, and it looks horrible when someone's making a stand. 28,000. How we looking? God, it's such a roller coaster this is. So we're second out of 3. I mean, we need to get it heads up. And who would we prefer to get it heads up with? Between Papa Smurf and LV Cabby, I really don't know. It's a tough call. I really don't know who I would rather have the heads up match be against, because right now they've both been, you know, making kind of weird moves. We're gonna go ahead and raise here and hope that LV Cabby folds. That's the ideal spot there. I guess we want to get it up against LV Cabby. They both have been playing bad, but Papa Smurf has been playing a special type of bad, where, you know, his type of bad is you know, being, you know, making crazy aggressive maniac moves, where I feel like, you know, LV Cabby's been a little bit more predictable. And so you know, it's the old saying, you know, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. I guess if we have to choose somebody to go heads up with, you know, if they were to get it all in a coin flip situation where they both have about the same amount, who were we rooting for? LV Cabby. And guys, again, I'm really sorry for not, you know, doing so much interaction. I really am. It's just, you know, very hard when you're in this spot, you know, in the tournament where, wow. So yeah, that's a pretty good flop for our range here, and not such a good flop for LV Cabby's range. He did check awfully quick, but yeah, 10-2 is going to take it. And the power of aggression. That's what we call picking up the bones, boys. Picking up the bones. So here we go ahead and hopefully Papa Smurf just finally gives us one. He really hasn't been giving us a lot of big blinds, but... oh, wow. Makes a min raise. And yeah, we'll go ahead and, you know, for a min raise, of course, we're not going to fold for a min raise. Not only are we getting some, you know, pretty nice implied odds here, 3-1 plus his whole stack when we actually hit like a sick flop. So not only are we getting some great implied odds, but we are also losing all credibility for our 3 times the big blind raises if we just fold to a min raise there. I guess it's not technically a min raise, but doubling our bet, you know, doubling our raise amount, you know, folding in that spot is not what we're trying to do. So a little bit of a setback. It would have just been so much better to be able to take it down without a flop, but whatevs. Let's go ahead and just fold that. It's 10 high, boys. It's not really. You know, it's not really something that we want to go too far with, you know, out of position against a crazy maniac, you know, blue Smurf. You know, gosh. Dutch oven emote. That's what we need. We need a Dutch oven emote. That's a great idea. I'm getting a lot of love in chat, and a lot of people are giving me some, you know, some good advice. I agree with all the good advice, guys. I mean, it's, you know, it's so much clearer when you're not actually in the seat. You know, when you're actually in the seat, you know, hovering over the bet and the raise and the fold, and you know, this is hard. This is a hard situation too. I probably should, you know, kind of slow it down here, and by slow it down, I don't mean, you know, peel back the aggression. I mean slow it down as far as slow down how long I take to make these decisions. We're going to start giving these a 7 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. And no, we're not calling with 9-4 offsuit. And Papa Smurf is kind of pulling ahead, which, you know, we hate seeing it. We hate seeing this. We've got the King 2 off. We have some... oh, I'm so glad. You know, we were probably thinking about doing something a little crazy there. And Papa Smurf He's playing well, really. I mean, he's in a spot where he doesn't really want to bust us. He wants both of us to kind of chip down at each other. So, yeah, what do we got? It's 1600 now. We're looking at somewhere around 15, 14, 13 big blinds. We got that queen stack. 10-9 offsuit. And anytime we can take a flop without, anytime we can take a pot without seeing a flop, it's huge for us at this point. Papa Smurf still just making those 3 times the big blind shoves. Yeah, I feel like enough of the time we're able to just get away with this without having to fade a flop. And most of the time we were ahead, even if he does call us. So, yeah, we got to kind of train him not to, not to steal our big blind. Bad dog, Papa Smurf, bad dog. Wow, and then just shove it, LV Cabbie. Why not? Shove it with your pocket sixes. The last time he made that shove, he had pocket sixes, and we saw it. That's kind of what we think that he has here. So we'll just go ahead and 5, 6, 7, Ace 10 suited. Pretty strong hand when you're up against 2 other people. If Papa Smurf makes a re-raise here, we're gonna like it. We're gonna like it, and we're gonna go with it. We have enough here that maybe we get a little fold equity, and if he calls, a lot of times we're dominating him. But I think that maybe we just reclaimed the chip lead here, and that's what I think just happened. I think Papa Smurf folds, and we're able to just take 10,000 off of his stack without even seeing a flop. Yeah, that's what happens. Bad dog, Papa Smurf, bad dog. Thank you for the free 10K, buddy. He fires out the min. Do we just shove? Yeah, screw it. Let's just shove it. And put him to the test. Bad dog. Okay, guys, so, thanks for joining me. It's looking good. It's looking good. 42,000. I'm liking our spot. At this point now, we're going to try to start applying the pressure to LV Cabbie. We just, put a lot of pressure on Papa Smurf. Hopefully Papa Smurf will actually let us go through and get to LV Cabbie, but he's not going to play ball, I guess. Eventually we're going to have to... we can't really count on LV Cabbie busting Papa Smurf, and we can't really count on Papa Smurf busting LV Cabbie. They really, they don't seem to be playing that way. Anyway, we'll go ahead and make the call here and see if we can't flop something pretty awesome. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Makes it. He thinks about it for like 10. A lot of times that's going to be, with checks, the quicker someone checks, the generally the stronger they are. But with that kind of, he took a long time to c-bet there. It kind of makes me feel like we might have been able to take it with a check raise. We might have been able to. So, yeah, what are we doing here? We're going to go ahead and raise again. Ace 2 offsuit figures to be the best hand. Who are we trying to put pressure on now? When you are the chip leader in a short stack final table scenario like we're in, what you're trying to do is put pressure on the guy in second, not the guy in third. You want to keep on chipping away at the guy in second until he's in third, and then you want to chip the other guy in second. And ideally what happens is they both kind of get chipped down and chipped down and chipped down, so that eventually when you finally get it heads up against one of them, you have a big stack. Gosh, this is going to suck if Papa Smurf shoves over us, because we're not going anywhere with Ace 6 suited. And there's going to be the decent chance that we're just dominated here. A lot of times we're ahead and our ace high is going to just have to hold. But let's do it. We're ahead and... Fuck! Ace, come on! Jesus Christ. Papa Smurf just fucks us again. Just right in there, right in there. Second time he's gotten it all in with king high against our ace high. You mean, what the fuck? And then he says for earlier, you fucktard. Attaboy. Attaboy. You mean earlier with the king 3 versus my ace? You mean earlier for my... You mean earlier with the king 3 versus my ace 10? Is that what you mean? Mean by earlier? Ass. Yeah, whatever. Here we are. It looks like LV Cabby is getting down to the wire, and we're probably going to be playing heads up against Papa Smurf. So not the best spot. You know, we don't really want. Yeah. You always remember the... Okay, so what do we do here? I guess, you know, we make a raise, and we figure to be ahead. If he shoves, we're not going anywhere. You know, we go ahead and follow through with the 4,800. We hope that he has like a queen 10, or we, you know, even better is we hope that he just gets some sort of, you know, crazy hair up his butt and decides to, you know, make a bluff there. I mean, I don't... Maybe what we should have done there, maybe we should have, you know, just called and checked him on the turn. Maybe he goes ahead and tries to make a little, you know, fire through with a, you know, with a bluff. I don't know, though. I don't think that we can count on it. So I think that we're better off just getting it in and hoping that he does... Which came first? I don't remember. Which came first again? I don't remember. Whatever. Borrowed time, my time, Papa Smurf, my little friend. Oh, wow. This would be pretty awesome if we're able to actually get him to just shove here. Okay. And what do? I guess we hope that he has, you know, an 8 or a 7, or even better would be absolutely nothing. So let's hope he's making some sort of float, and he's going to put us to the test right now. Do it, Papa Smurf. Put us to the test. And he does. Well, the fact that he didn't snap call either means that he's a complete ass, or we might win this right now, boys. There we go. Look at this. This is the spot we like to see. This is where we like to be, where both of them are so super low that now we can just, you know, raise with impunity. And both of them are going to be sitting here thinking the pretty big jump between third and second, and neither one of them really have any spots to, you know, there's no wiggle room here. You know, now we're able to just finish them, you know, with almost no risk. By the time it gets heads up, these guys are going to, you know, they're sitting here calculating what their what their odds are here of, oh, come on, 7 jack. Okay, so 8,000 to 80,000. And can we get LV Cabbie to fold? No. And do we want to get it in there with 9-7 off? No, we don't. Wow, we would have been way dominated. Okay, so we are heads up now, guys. Heads up for all the marbles with a huge chip advantage. He's got 6 big blinds. We've got more. And, you know, he's kind of just going to be in a spot where he's shoving pretty light, but we're going to try to get into a situation where we have the best of it. And we can do that. You know, this is a spot where we can have the best of it. With 6 big blinds, it's really not a lot of moves for either one of us. You know, it's really a shove or fold spot. So hold. It's looking pretty good. Oh, geez, don't do it. Looking pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. That's 2 for 2, boys. 2 for 2. Wow. So, yeah. Another win. It always feels good to win. It always feels good to win. Let's just take a look at what that was. We got can we show the lobby? First place, Dutch finished, $314. That is 2 nights in a row. We just win and win. And all thanks to you guys. It really is. All thanks to you. If you guys haven't, you know, please do me a favor, hit that follow button. And we're going to try to be doing this every night. We're just going to win a tournament every night, every single night. And you guys are going to be able to follow along and, you know, hopefully pick up a few things. Let me know when I'm completely messing it up. Yeah. Good game. Good game, little buddy. Good to, yeah, that cheers me up. I don't even remember the Win Classic, you know, the Win Classic main event cooler that I took just, you know, 6 hours ago. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, stick around for a little bit, answer a few questions, and then I'm going to be in chat a little after that to answer some more. But yeah, let's keep it going. You know, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the follow button. You know, just hit that follow button. Let's, you know, kind of move that follow, you know, move that count up. I'd love to see it, love to see it a little higher. Sorry that I haven't been able to be too interactive when it got down to it, down to the wire. Let's take a look. We've got, you know, we've got God's Hubris, boom, Juggles. Thanks for joining us, Stickopoly. You know, CUNT, bang. If you haven't already, guys, please do me a favor and hit that follow button. It'd be pretty awesome. So we got Love Hammer in chat, charmless user. That's an interesting username right there. Trevor Corey Leahy, thanks for joining us in chat. Yages, thanks for joining us in chat. Finish him, says Delta Jammer. I'm time traveling here, so I know how this ends. I'm watching as you guys are watching it, and I mean, at this point, it's over. So, yeah, give him the good game, little buddy, says Dan Rules. Delta Jammer, thanks for joining us. Yages, thanks for joining. We got Trippy. You're still a god. I used to watch you play like 5 years ago. You know, it's still, you know, it's nice to still be here, still in the game. You know, you're only as good as the last hand you played, and we won the last hand that we played, so feeling pretty good about it. Yep. Look at it. Raging Alcoholic says, "Tell Papa Smurf how you like them apples." That's about right. Heads up hype. Heads up. So yeah, if any of you guys have you know, some thoughts or questions or anything, I'm gonna stick around for. Oh yeah. We had a hand review, right?
Show a hand. Yeah,
we did have a hand review.
Chat, so you can ask.
Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. um, thanks so much for joining us. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of stay here in the chat for a little bit, and kind of try to answer, have a little bit of a wrap up. But I think that we had someone in chat who was going to ask about my opinion on a hand history. If you guys have any sort of hand histories or something, I'm going to